Welcome, Libra, to your mid-month love reading for July and August. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now, this is a love reading, and if you're not really into love or romance, I do monthly readings as well. So I'll leave a link in this video so you can check that out if you're more interested in that. But in saying that, this is your love reading. And I'll tell you what, Libra, you had the most amazing monthly reading for July. And that focused a lot on your finances, on abundance, but I'm feeling this spilling over into your relationships as well. You have such wonderful cards here. Your overall energy is the Sun, and what a powerful, powerful card this is. And this is about shedding light on to all areas of your relationship in a positive way. The Sun is one of the best cards in the deck, and this talks about joy and energy in your future and what's lying ahead for you. And this can even talk about a Leo for some of you, just because the Sun is powerful and fiery, and I am feeling Leo coming through. But this really is a card of revitalized energy and optimism and prosperity. And prosperity just doesn't mean money. You can be prosperous in love and in your relationships as well, but this is just joy. There is just joy for you in your relationships, and this is not just love relationships. This is all your relationships for family, friends, work colleagues. This is just a joyful, vital time for you. And it's also talking about your health being quite radiant, and your creativity and your emotions are really positive. You're just happy, and it's kind of, it's like your whole psyche, it's all because I feel like we are made up of multiple levels: our soul, our mind, our psychology, and our living, breathing person. And it's like there's this synergy. You are just joyful on all levels of your being here, Libra. It's wonderful. And because the optimism that's the Sun is talking about, it's not just like a fleeting thing. Because the Sun is such a powerful card, this is talking about a long lasting existing kind of joy deep in your soul. You've reached this level where you can harness this and have it drive you forward in all areas of your life, not just your relationships as well. Now, the Sun, this is talking about, and I see this is so connected with that new vitality card there that you've got, but it's almost like the Sun is talking about a new landscape in terms of your relationships and your love and that your emotional being as well. There's this newness, and it's almost like you've matured. Regardless of how old you are, you've matured in terms of how you see your relationships, and there's this confidence there with you now. You're on this next stage of your journey, I feel. And this is whether you're in a relationship or not. It kind of, it's almost like it's saying that this is the perfect moment to make plans. And even though you don't know all the exact details, just go for it, Libra. And you might decide like you are actually ready for a full relationship now. Like if you've just been dating somebody or seeing someone, just started seeing someone, a commitment's not scaring you anymore. And you might be feeling like this is the opportunity to move forward, and take things to the next level. And if you're alone, you're kind of happy to wait for that perfect, special someone to come in. You don't have this urgency about finding that person. And for those of you that are already in an existing relationship, there's this new, as that card there says, there's a new vitality here when the sun shows up. It's quite a beautiful, wonderful energy for you, Libra. I'm so happy for you here. Now, there's just joy that lies ahead for you here. And for some of you in a relationship, you may have a child coming as well. When this is the Lovers Tarot deck, and the giant deck there at the side. And this does talk about just bringing that new dimension to your relationship. So this can talk about a child coming in. And if you have existing children, they're positive influences in your life, and you are positive influences on their life as well. It's like this mutual thing here. It's like happy times with your close friends and your lovers, and your social life as well is quite warm and pleasurable. There's this warmth and intense joy. And financially, wow, this isn't a financial reading, but financially you should be expanding soon as well. I know a few Libras who are going to be happy to hear that. Now, if you are already in a relationship, the Sun is a very clear card, and it's the messages are very clear for those of you in a relationship. So things appear to be very black and white when you get the Sun card here. And you feel really comfortable about being with that other person, Libra. You're aware of your feelings. You're in tune with your partner's feelings here. And any sort of, you might have had doubts in the past, but that's the Sun. They were the clouds in the sky, and the Sun is burning those clouds away, and you can really commit to that person that you were in a relationship with deeply when the Sun card comes in. And it's like you've got this shared warmth, and it makes the most natural thing. It's like the most natural thing in the world, almost, your relationship. It's wonderful. And your passion as well. It doesn't scare you. It's almost like a nourishment for both of you when the Sun comes in. It's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Lots of affection, lots of hugs and kisses around you in the next 4 to 6 weeks here. And it's a playful time. It's a beautiful summer girl. I mean, if you look at the imagery, the playful children in the flowers, it's just beautiful. And some of you could be planning a family. You may not have you may not be pregnant yet, but you might be planning for that. And you're both together planning for a wonderful future if you're in a relationship. And for all future relationships, it suggests that it might start in the summer months. So depending on where you are in the world, this could be coming in very soon for some of you in the northern hemisphere. Summer months, I think you're going through your summer now. We're in winter down here in the south, the southern hemisphere, so you must be in summer up there. And you might meet one another also in a hot country for some of you, just because of the Sun. It talks about that heat. But wherever you meet this person, if you do meet someone over the next 4 to 6 weeks, it's going to be an important friendship here, and a friendship that, you know, may definitely go on to something else. But even if it doesn't, this is a deep friendship that will last a lifetime. It's one of those kind of friendships that the sun does talk about. Now, that new vitality, wow, that's equivalent in this psychic tarot for the heart deck. This is the Ace of Wands, and this is again talking about joy. All aces are the beginning of a new life, a new vitality. There's revitalization around your relationships. Things are revitalized if you are in an existing relationship, and if you're not, maybe your passion, you are being revitalized inside. You are maybe deciding, you know what, I want to start a new relationship. I want to move on to being in a partnership rather than just being on my own. But there's so much potential to revitalize your relationship if you do have an existing one when this card comes up. And this is not only revitalizing a relationship with another person, this is also revitalizing a relationship with yourself, Libra. You know, you are a new you, I'm feeling. This is the energy, yeah, and seize this energy. It's really important. Infuse more warmth and enthusiasm into all your relationships. And I don't see that very difficult because you've got the sun there, and that is all about warmth and revitalization and joy and energy. So grab a hold of that and look where it's leading you. This is beautiful. You've got the love card, and this is traditionally the lover's card, but just that new vitality. I'm jumping ahead again. I always do this. It's really such an uplifting energy here for you, and it raises your vibrations. And so this will allow you to draw new relationships to you just by feeling this newness, this new energy. And it's also allowing any current relationships to improve if you've been having any issues here. And you might even see your loved ones in a different light because it's a new, fresh start. Birth of something new. Again, this can talk about babies, the birth of a new child, just because it is the Ace of Wands that does come through sometimes. And when there's this new vitality here, I feel like you're focusing on different things. You're focusing on humor and loving aspects of your life and your relationships. And you're being quite creative as well, and you need to focus on that creativity and focus on ways to add more laughter into your life, because that just really helps. More joy. The more joy you add, the greater the energy that you've got and the higher vibration that it's going to bring to your life. And it brings beautiful new things. Your relationship is going to be sparkling. It's just absolutely wonderful. And ask your guides for assistance here if you are struggling, but I don't see too much struggle here, guys. It's amazing. Now, the Lover's card, this is really so beautiful. It's a card about that. It does talk about that deep love, that connection that you have with someone that's true, and not just a fleeting love that comes in and goes out. It's something that is deep, and it's real love, non-judgmental love. And when this is a card about choices as well. Now you can really, this is in this deck, this card talks about examining your relationships, and this is your relationship with yourself as well. And it also asks you to examine the choices that you make regarding matters of the heart. You know, choosing who are you choosing to have in your life? Are you choosing people that support you and empower you? Um, Surround yourself only with those people who really encourage you and sustain you, Libra, um, and that push you and guide you to be all that you truly can be. You know, so there's some really important choices that you need to be making when it comes to choosing that right person. If you're not in a relationship and you do meet someone, make sure you question you know what it is that you are attracted to and what they are bringing to your life. Make sure you choose wisely here. You know, this is a new romance coming in for some, as I said, and it's certainly improving of existing romances, healing of any disharmony in a relationship. It's just wonderful energy. Um, and you know, if you want a new relationship, make yourself be open and available. And I feel like this new vitality is going to bring new people into your life, Libra, if you're not in a relationship. But I don't know if I mentioned, this is also about friendships and about family and about co workers. It's all relationships here. Just wonderful. Now, your final card, awaiting results. Don't be too keen to move forward here. There is patience required. We all hate that word. Another star sign had that message as well. But you've put so much energy into creating and attracting the relationships that you desire. And I guess you're really eager to see results, particularly because if you're, I can feel this wonderful new energy. So you want to see those results, but patience is needed, Libra. Um, you know, and it takes time really to reshape your attitudes about love. And so if you're sort of been putting a lot of work into changing yourself and changing your attitude towards love, um, this you've been putting, I feel like you have been putting a lot of energy into that. So don't allow it to become frustrating. Know that there are going to be wonderful outcomes, wonderful results that do come through for you when you get this card. You know, and as I said, if you're not seeing results right away, don't worry, because they're coming, Libra. They absolutely are. Now, I've rambled on so long. I always want to try and keep these short, these love readings, because I do the monthly ones, but they always tend to go on. So as I said in the beginning, I will leave a link here for you to see your monthly readings. So have a great month, Libra. It certainly looks like you are going to have one on all levels, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.